Friends, my name is Dr. Himanshu Sharma. In this video lecture, I am going to teach diffusion current in semiconductors. Before discussing diffusion current in semiconductors, I will explain some basic concepts of the current and current density. So, basic current equation inside the semiconductor is given as I is equal to Q into mu n into N into E. So, these parameters are explained as Q is the charge of electron, that is constant 1.6 into 10 raised to the minus 19 coulomb. Mu n is the mobility of the electron. In case of silicon semiconductor, the mobility of the electron is fixed at room temperature, that is 1350 centimeter square per volt into second. So the unit of mobility is very important, and this question has also come one time in the gate, that what is the unit of mobility. So units are equally important as well as the theoretical concepts. Now the next parameter is small n. Small n is the number of electrons inside the semiconductor. It is also known as carrier concentration. The unit of carrier concentration is per centimeter cube. Then the last parameter is capital E. It is electric field. The unit of electric field is volt per centimeter square. After that, the next point is current density. The current density is J, denoted by J, and its unit is ampere per meter square. So J is equal to I upon A. I is the same which we have discussed in equation number 1, and A is the new term that is called as area of the semiconductor. Now I will take an example of a semiconductor. Let us consider this is a piece of semiconductor. In this semiconductor we have electrons as well as hole. Let us consider this is a piece of n-type semiconductor. So how the diffusion phenomena will take place and how the diffusion current will flow through this semiconductor. Now moving forward, we will discuss carrier transport. Carrier transport is of two types, that is diffusion current form and drift current form. Here the diagram examples are shown. Let us consider this is a silicon rod of n-type semiconductor. Here at this corner the high concentration electrons are lying. Then what will happen? Due to the concentration gradient or density gradient dN by dx, the carriers will automatically start flowing to the lower concentration region after some time. So this is a natural phenomena, and this is known as diffusion current phenomena. Means when no external bias or no electric field is applied, then the flow of electron through the piece of semiconductor is known as diffusion current. Similarly, second case, if we apply a electric field, a battery, to the both side of semiconductor, then what will happen? Then the electrons will start from one side to the another side. It means when the electric field is applied, then the flow of current from one direction to another direction is known as drift current. So this is all about the physical concept of carrier transport, diffusion current form, drift current form. Now in the next slide we will discuss in more detail about the equations of diffusion current and drift current form. Hello friends, welcome to the next slide for diffusion current. Let us see the definition of diffusion current. The flow of carriers from higher concentration region to lower concentration is called diffusion current. Let us repeat one more time. The definition of diffusion current states that it is the flow of carriers. Carriers are what? Electrons and holes. So this is the flow of carriers from higher concentration region to the lower concentration region. One more point can be added here, without the presence of external bias. So diffusion current only takes place when there is no external excitation. Here there is no external excitation and the current is flowing. So such type of current is known as diffusion current. Here you can see there is a piece of semiconductor. Here distance x is equal to 0. At this point distance x is equal to x1. At this point distance x is equal to x2. And at this point distance x is equal to x3. Now what will happen at time t1? According to the second diagram, at time instant t1, the concentration of holes px will start will having highest value, that is represented by the blue curve. After certain time, automatically these high carrier concentration holes will start flowing throughout the semiconductor due to concentration gradient, that is because of differences in concentration throughout the semiconductor. So at time instant t2, the concentration of holes will reach at a distance x is equal to x2. So the carrier concentration will decrease. After certain time, all these holes will get equally spread throughout the semiconductor. So this time instant is denoted by t3 here. So this diagram is showing time instant wise conditions inside the semiconductor. Now I will give you a real life example of diffusion process. Let us take the example of a perfume bottle. If I press the nozzle of this bottle, then what will happen? The carriers present inside this bottle were at higher concentration, and now they have come out of that and get equally spreaded inside the room. Until they get equally spread, the fragrance is equally spread inside the room. After certain time, it will get disappear and will reach at the more corners of the room. So this is also very good real life example of diffusion current. The another example of diffusion, real life example of diffusion is a hot coffee cup or a hot tea cup placed at the room temperature. You know that after certain time tea or coffee will get cold and reach at the room temperature automatically. Why this happens? This happens due to the diffusion phenomena only, which has been shown here in the semiconductors. Now coming on to some mathematical part, the equation for diffusion current density, this is denoted by Jp, is due to holes, which is given by Jp is equal to minus q into dp into d by dx of px, which is equation number 1. Similarly, as we have written this equation for holes, we can write the same equation for electrons also. So Jnx is equal to q into dn into d by dx of nx. Now explaining all these parameters which are included in equation number 1 and 2. Here q is the charge of electron, which is constant 1.6 into 10 to the minus 19 coulomb. dn and dp are called diffusion coefficient of electrons and holes respectively. dn and dp are constant for various types of semiconductor like silicon and germanium and gallium arsenide. Now Px and Nx are called hole concentration and electron concentration at point x inside the semiconductor. Hello friends, after the discussion of diffusion current in semiconductors, now we will see drift current in semiconductor. So let us start with the definition. When an external voltage is applied to the semiconductor, then a current starts flowing inside the semiconductor. Means any voltage applied to the semiconductor will result into the drift current in it. This current is called drift current and denoted by capital I. The drift current per unit area is called drift current density and denoted by capital J. Here two diagrams are shown, that is diagram A and diagram B. In diagram A, drift current due to the holes is shown. Here a battery is applied to the semiconductor, and due to this voltage the majority carriers are holes there because this is a p-type semiconductor, and they start flowing from positive terminal of the battery to the negative terminal. So this is known as Jp drift. Similarly, for n-type semiconductor, the electrons are the majority carrier, and if a battery voltage is connected to it, then the electron starts from negative terminal of the battery to the positive terminal of the battery, which is in the opposite direction of holes. So these blue color circles are known as electrons, and their combined concentration flowing from one side to another side, the combined current is known as JN drift. Now let us see some mathematics of drift current. The drift current density due to the holes is given by Jp drift is equal to sigma p into E, equation number 3, where sigma p is called conductivity due to the holes and capital E is called electric field. The conductivity sigma p is given as sigma p is equal to P into Q into mu p, where P is called hole concentration per centimeter cube, Q is called charge of electron which is constant 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb, and mu p is called mobility of holes, and the unit of mobility of holes is centimeter square per volt into second. Now let us see similarly the drift current density for electrons, that is Jn drift, is given by equation number 5. Jn drift is equal to sigma n into E, that is equation number 5, where sigma n is called conductivity of electrons and E is called electric field. Sigma n is equal to n into Q into mu n, that is equation number 6, where n is called electron concentration in per centimeter cube, Q is called charge of electron, that is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb, and mu n is called mobility of electrons, which is different for different type of semiconductor like germanium, gallium arsenide and silicon. Now as we have seen till now, the current density drift current density of electrons as well as holes, now we can combine them. The total current density J inside a semiconductor is due to the electrons and holes both. Therefore, we can use the equation of electrons and holes current density and combine them to get the total current density. Therefore, combining the drift current densities due to electrons and holes both, we get J drift is equal to Jn drift plus Jp drift. That is our equation number 7. Furthermore, the total current density in a semiconductor is due to both diffusion and drift currents. Therefore, we can write total hole current density as Jpx is equal to Jp drift plus Jp diffusion, that is our equation number 8. Now put the value of Jp drift and Jp diffusion from our previous discussion. We get Jpx is equal to Jp drift, that is equal to Q into mu p into Px into Ex. The electric field component represent it is a drift current value, minus Q into dP into d by dx of Px, that is diffusion component. This is our equation number 9. Similarly, for electron we can also write Jnx is equal to Q into mu n into Nx into Ex, that is drift current component, and Q into dn into d by dx of Nx, that is equation number 10, that is diffusion component of electrons. Now the practical utility of diffusion and drift current is used in the fabrication and working of the electronic devices. For example, in transistor it has emitter, base and collector. The diode has two terminals, that is anode and cathode. When the current flows inside the electronic devices, semiconductor devices, it is always due to the both, that is electrons as well as holes. So drift and diffusion component both are there. If you study the electrons and holes inside a semiconductor device, then you need to analyze the drift and diffusion current densities separately. So understanding the concept of diffusion and drift current density is very much important for better understanding of the working of transistor operation and MOSFET operation. So this analysis of drift and diffusion current in semiconductor, the real life application is lying in the understanding of operation of transistors, high level semiconductor devices. Thank you very much.